Tell me if this scenario rings true for you. You're having a conversation with your spouse, your child, a friend, a coworker, and they're telling you something and you're listening, and all of a sudden you find yourself thinking, I have to make a phone call after this, or I wonder what I'm going to have for dinner tonight, or gee, what'll I wear to the party this weekend, or I've got to return an email. And suddenly you have totally stopped listening to the other person who's been talking to you. I think that this week's portion, Matot, speaks to this scenario in a very subtle way. Matot begins by talking about vows, and it's very straightforward. The Torah says, if you make a promise, you have to keep it. It says, the moment a man utters a vow, it's binding. And yes, the Torah says man. Well, what about women? Can women make vows or oaths? Yes, they can, and they're binding only if their father for a single woman or their husband for a married woman does not annul the vow immediately. Not in 10 minutes, not tomorrow, not I have to think about it, but immediately the vow has to be annulled or it stands. So what is the Torah telling us by this? I think the Torah is saying that it's important for parents, for spouses to listen to each other. Because certainly in the ancient world, the consequences of not listening were very significant. Now, our feminist sensibilities may be outraged at the thought that a woman's vow or an oath could be overridden by her husband or her father. But we really need to remember that in the ancient world, women were considered belonging to their husbands or their fathers. So the fact that a woman could make a vow or a promise and have it be binding if it was not annulled, I think is a beacon of light for women in those times to have a voice and to make their own decisions. So what does that mean for us today? I think the Torah is talking to us about listening, about paying attention. And when we're in conversation with someone else, we need to be listening to them and not thinking about whatever is going on in our mind, because we could be missing something very significant that's being told to us. In the ancient world and today, words are important, and so is knowing that someone will listen to us and that we will listen to someone else. Shabbat Shalom.